We're less than 10 full days into the year, which is already shaping up to be a monumental one in the world of media, with big mergers, CEO searches, and award season on the horizon. Joining us to discuss some of his boldest predictions for the year is Matt Belloni, one of the founding partners at Puck. Did I say it right, Matt? Welcome.
It's Belloni, but that's okay.
Belloni, I knew as it came out, I was like, I don't think this is right. Even though we're already starting the year, it's, I think, exactly the right time to kind of check in on the, let's put it this way, predictions are a way of trying to understand the forces that are shaping our future. So with that said, what are they? I mean, what jumps out to you? And should we start with WBD?
Sure. It's the biggest deal in Hollywood in many years. This is a potentially $80-something billion deal that Netflix thinks they have. They have a signed contract with Warner Brothers Discovery for the studio and streaming division. I don't think that this will be resolved by the end of 26. This is going to drag into 2027. Paramount and the Ellison family, they are not going away. They're going to either have to up their bid, or they're going to have to sue, potentially, claiming some kind of fraud or that they weren't taken seriously when their deal is better. Regardless of which one of these suitors ultimately gets the deal, there's going to be a regulatory process that either the Trump administration is going to clog up with litigation, or if the Trumps are paid off or they are made happy, the state attorneys general are likely going to go after this merger on antitrust grounds, because it does eliminate a Hollywood studio that's been around for 100 years and potentially give Netflix pretty big market power in the premium subscription market.
All right, Matt, it's Dom. What about in terms of movie studios? The front of mind thing for me is because I've got believe it or not, a Disney family vacation coming up later on this season with the kids, and we're going to spend all kinds of money, as many families do. But
Florida or California?
In Florida. So my curiosity is about my park experience coupled with that studio entertainment experience and what the future holds for Disney in 2026.
Well, the big question at Disney is who's going to be the CEO. I mean, there are two main candidates, one of whom is above the parks division, Josh D'Amaro, who is the presumptive favorite. And my colleague Kim Masters at Puck thinks that they are going to put two co-CEOs atop Disney, have the parks guy, Josh D'Amaro, and the content person, Dana Walden, run the company together. And that would be an interesting move. Netflix has a dual CEO situation. It seems to be working fine, but Disney has never done that. And the consensus around Hollywood is that the parks division is firing on all cylinders. You will likely notice when you are on your vacation, the parks in Florida are absolutely packed. They are extracting more money than they ever have from customers at the parks. I'm sorry. But that division is really propping up the rest of the company, which has experienced such uncertainty from the streaming wars. So what happens in the leadership C-suite at Disney is going to be a big deal. I actually think they're going to have not a big problem keeping Dana Walden. One of my predictions is that she will not go anywhere, even if she doesn't get a co-CEO or CEO role. They will give her some more money. I mean, James Foreman, who's running the search process, he did that at Morgan Stanley. And when he picked one out of three contestants, he then gave the other two a giant equity award and was able to keep them at the company with an elevated title. I think that's what's going to happen at Disney.